They came to test us. We gave them hell. The Galactic Council sent 40 warships expecting compliance. Humanity gave them 6 minutes of violence they'd never forget. 40 ships destroyed. 12 lost. One realization: humans don't fight like soldiers. We fight like survivors. And survivors don't lose. And survivors do whatever it takes to win. Admiral Vex Thor studied Earth's fleet with contempt. 12 primitive warships. Kinetic weapons. Chemical propulsion. Technology 400 cycles behind standard. Intimidation formation Theta, he commanded. 3 hours of demonstrations. Then we accept their surrender. The Council had done this 47 times. Every species had complied within hours. What Vex Thor didn't know: humanity had spent 10,000 years perfecting one skill above all others: survival. Fleet Commander Sarachan watched their perfect formation and smiled. They think this is a negotiation. Signal the civilian fleet. Execute protocol, survivor. 60 freighters dropped their stealth fields, materializing around the Council fleet like ghosts. The Council's perfect formation suddenly looked like a cage. 6 minutes to hell. Sir, the human fleet is broadcasting surrender codes. Vex Thor's mandibles clicked in satisfaction. Except their navigation systems failing. Shields fluctuating. Weapons offline. Across the fleet, 15 warships went dark, frozen. Their surrender codes were a zero-day exploit, the AI screamed. They found vulnerabilities in legacy code we never updated. 15 ships dead in space. Shields down. Weapons offline. Chun grinned. All ships, weapons free. Target disabled vessels. Survivors don't fight fair. Kinetic rounds, primitive tungsten slugs at relativistic speed, punched through unshielded hulls. 8 Council ships exploded in the first minute. Reactors breaching in cascading fire. 32 remained. Their perfect formation a death trap. Chaos, Chen whispered. Welcome to human warfare. Sir, 60 additional contacts. Civilian vessels armed everywhere. No pattern. 60 freighters, mining ships, cargo haulers, family crewed vessels. Swarmed the Council fleet with zero doctrine. Pure chaos. Every simulator in the galaxy would call this impossible. Target them. Vex Thor screamed. The AI failed. They're flying like they don't care if they die, sir. The models can't predict suicide runs. A hauler, Perseverance, tore through a destroyer's engines. A second freighter hit its flank with enough energy to crack it in half. Both human vessels vaporized, 240 souls gone. But they took a warship with them. They're using civilian ships as weapons. Vex Thor's 4 eyes widened. That's barbaric. But every crew had volunteered. Every captain knew the odds. Survivors don't fight with what they wish they had. They fight with what they've got. In 2 minutes, the Council lost 10 more ships. Freighters trading their lives for cruisers. All destroyers, execute ramming protocol Delta, Chun ordered. 3 destroyers for 6 cruisers. That's a trade survivors make. Commander Okafor on Valiant watched the enemy line. All hands, we're going to hit them so hard. Their great-grandchildren will feel it. Full burn. Target the flagship. At 20,000 kilometers per hour, the Valiant punched through the flagship's shields. Its reactor detonated with the force of a small nuke. 2 more destroyers, Resolute and Thunderchild, hit cruisers head-on. 6 massive warships reduced to debris in seconds. Vex Thor stared through the shattered viewport. They're insane. His communications officer trembled. No, sir. They're survivors. And we just became their prey. Sub-Commander Thelrix linked the Mindweaver crews. Perfect telepathic coordination. About to become their greatest weakness. Established defensive pattern Omega, Thelrix projected. Then the scream hit. Not sound, a weapon. Humans had found a network defenseless against hostile input. They broadcast pure terror. Screams, death, chaos. 7 Mindweaver ships broke formation, captains screaming. Earth picked them off like wounded animals. They weaponized our minds. Thelrix howled before his consciousness collapsed. 14 Council ships remained, trying perfect defense against an enemy with no rules. Human swarm tactics and self-sacrifice tore them apart. 10 ships destroyed in brutal combat. The final 4 tried to retreat. FTL inhibitors active, Chin said coldly. They're not going anywhere. The trap sprung. 3 ships destroyed. 1 captured, its crew surrendering in terror. Final count, 40 Council ships gone. 12 Earth ships lost. 1,200 casualties. Time elapsed, 6 minutes, 14 seconds. Chin walked past rows of empty bunks. 1,200 souls who'd never see Earth again. We won, she told Park. 40-12. But walk through here and count the cost. Was it worth it, ma'am? She looked at the debris field. The invincible fleet drifting in the void. We didn't win because we're better. We won because we were willing to pay a price they couldn't imagine. That's what survivors do. We calculate the cost, and we pay it anyway. She opened the Council's final transmission. They do not fight like civilized species. They weaponize everything. Their ships, their minds, their own deaths. Survival is not their strategy. It is their religion. If humanity ever leaves their system, may the stars have mercy on us all. Park read it pale. They're afraid of us now. Good, Chin said. Fear keeps you alive. Fear keeps you from testing species you don't understand. She turned to her crew, exhausted, bloodied, alive. The Council came to test us, to see if we were worthy of their civilization. We gave them their answer. We're not worthy. We're not civilized. We're not like them. We're survivors. And survivors don't ask permission to exist. We don't beg for acceptance. We don't surrender when the odds are against us. We fight. We adapt. We sacrifice. We win. She looked once more at the debris field. They wanted to know what humanity is capable of. Now they know, and they'll never forget.